Hello, I'm Pierce Powell, and I'm just presenting some cool stuff that I made. This is a little VR demo. This is a portal that goes between different scenes in Unity. Technically it uses additive loaded scenes, so it loads one scene into the other, but it allows me to get that cool rendering effect of seeing where you're going. I also implemented some inverse kinematics set up to the avatar. So here you can see that even when I stand on that orb, it essentially like guesses where the foot is supposed to be and makes it happen even though there's no full body tracking as I'm using the Quest 2. Next is just a simple demo of a spear. This was me more playing around with audio. So you can hear that I missed there, and we get that nice metal clanging sound effect that you would expect from missing. Didn't mean to miss this time, but I'll just get a little bit closer. And then finally, if we throw this here, we can hear that different sound effect. So there's our portal going back into our other environment. So we close that off. Next, I also just made it so you can turn off the inverse kinematics if that annoys you. Also made this cool little flashlight to experiment a little bit more with lighting. And then got kind of those sound effects and then the animation on that enemy there, as well as that red flash to kind of symbolize getting shot. But I wanted to make things a little bit more immersive. This is playing around with motion cues, where essentially the person has to mimic kind of the motions that I would expect someone to take if they were to get shot. The other form of that was something that I called Disembodiment. So this is essentially like you get your soul leaving the body and you get to see a third-person perspective of that person getting shot. And then I decided why not just put them all together to see if that'll give more presence. So here's Disembodiment and motion cues. You see the shot, you get that kind of third-person perspective, but then you still have to mimic the actual shape that the avatar is in. I'm struggling a little bit here because my chair is in the way. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you. Bye.